Hi everyone. Daily mental health tip. So my mental health professional told me I had to practice self-care, but what is self-care? Like really? I mean, according to a doctor, it's the practice of taking an active role in protecting one's own well-being and happiness, and particularly during times of stress. Okay, what does that mean? What do you do? And it's funny is because I've went online, I've went to all these different places and resources, and frankly, there's not really an answer to that. No one just goes, "Hey, here's what you should do." And so the next meeting I had with them, I'm like, okay, I got the definition. You told me what self care is, but what do I do? What is it? And then what are the actions, right? And the next thing he said, he goes, well, self care can be anything. You don't know, do you? Right? That's my first reaction. If you can't give me a tangible action, you don't know what it is. And then he responds back to that. He goes, well, you sort of know when you do it. And that's what talking to mental health professionals is often like, right? They're not giving you like an answer. They're just kind of giving you more questions. And I feel like I end up believing they're having to do 2 weeks of research. So I did. I started research and try to get an idea. And I wanted to share some of these findings with you because I find it kind of interesting. First off, women have this entire industry around self care. There's tons of websites for women. There's everything from massage parlors to girls' trips to yoga studios. All that's kind of centered around this idea of self care. And really, it cares to a female crowd, right? Um, so my question kind of became, well, what does self care look like for a guy, right? Um, does going to the gun range with a picture of your ex count as self care? Feels pretty good. I mean, w- could going for tacos and leaving the kids at home count as self care? I don't know. But how could that be self care, but also like eating a kale salad counts as self care? I mean, one's kind of detrimental to me, but better for my health. The other, mental health. The other is just flat, good for your physical health. Like, so let's try and make this simpler. Let's try to break this down. I want to start by changing the phrase self care to reasonable selfishness. The type of selfness you need to get through the day. Life is a long slog of stress and boredom and repetition, and that's just what life is, right? You just have to go through this. Um, so, what do you need to make it through that marathon of life? Um, to break it down to steps, one, be a little selfish. Do something good for yourself. Buy yourself a fluffy sweater, go for beers with the guys, eat right, exercise, go for a walk, bring that picture of your ex to the range. Whatever it takes for you to feel good, do one of those, right? Reasonably. That's why I say reasonable selfishness. It's not like leave the wife and kids at home and go to Jamaica and never come home. That's not what we're talking about, right? It's just be reasonable, but do something nice for yourself. And then the second thing, and this is the thing that caught on to me, was that's just doing something. For it to be self-care, you have to do it regularly. So put it on your calendar. Like I know for myself, if it's not on my calendar, I'm not going to do it. There's not going to be time to do it. If there's a spare moment on my calendar, my wife will be booking it up with something. I guarantee that. She's booking 3 months out right now. So you need to put it on your calendar and say, hey, this is my time to do my thing, whatever that thing is. And three, the key here is to find a way to relax. Stress is a killer for men. It is literally the killer for men. Think of heart attacks and suicide and all these things linked to stress. So when you're coming up with what you want to do something nice for yourself, but often realize that it can't be stressful, right? It has to be something you like, you want to do, and you feel calm doing. It's kind of bringing that down. Um, Guys, we're dropping like flies here. We need to de-stress. um And I get it, right? The things that are called de-stressful are essentially generally not masculine, right? I mean, you don't want to be some perv in a yoga class, and you don't want to be the only guy at a spa. And I get that, right? But get on a motorcycle, go disappear in the back roads for a few hours. And that's something you can do that is not, that works. Then now maybe you're a sort of guy who likes going to yoga or likes going to a spa. Do that. I'm not saying not to, but I also understand that sometimes those things do feel um maybe not like the sort of thing that guy would be going to, right? So you have to find those things that are good for you. Motorcycle ride was mine. That one kind of worked for me when I realized it. So here's my ask. I'm gonna make an ask of all of the guys watching this, and I don't do videos. I don't do this. It's kind of been something for me. Just like you have your 401k come out before you get your check, because you're gonna spend the money. You know that if you get that money, you're gonna buy something dumb, right? Hence how I got Mars. No, I'm joking. Do the same thing with your time. Right now, schedule yourself a daily meeting. It has to be daily, right? So something you're doing every day for yourself. Pick something you like, just put it in there. Here are just some ideas. They cost basically nothing, right? Morning time alone with my coffee, exercise, going for a walk. I put motorcycle ride in. That was mine, right? And the more of these things you do, if you do them daily, if maybe it starts off at 1 in the morning, you throw one at night, and if you miss one, it's not a big deal. The point is you're taking the time to make time for yourself. And the more of them you do, the more you'll feel like it's okay to allow yourself to enjoy things again. You're not here just to work. You're not here just to be a paycheck. So find time for yourself. Find the things you like. It's a struggle for me and something I'm working on right now. And I thought maybe you guys could benefit from it.